up. So much we pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz. What this up is, gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me. They try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, that gets a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
24-yard line.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
Example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was. the down and distance and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3-and-out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And coming off of an early season open week, and in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He completes it to Julio Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Offense. That's what I'm frustrated about, man.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Touchdown, Falcons! Hayden Hurst, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3-and-out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3-and-out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And on the first drive, 3-and-out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Or 4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
On side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 37 yards on the punt with no return. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first. The tackle's made at the Cowboys 35.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And it's
not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
first down, Atlanta.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running...
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. And this a 39-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first.
Cowboys nothing.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. They stiffened when they got close to the goal line. Made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ezekiel
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and...
Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Elliott.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Cowboys nothing.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Kendall Sheffield.
Pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Back onto the field comes the offense and Hayden Hurst. And we roll the highlights of the game he's had. You know, when we talk about wide receivers and how you shut them down, what about when you have a tight end like this having a game? How do you stop him defensively?
It really changes what you're trying to do because defensively you're worried more about the wideouts. Okay, how are we going to cover them? The running backs, how are you going to shut them down? But the tight end is that elusive, unique player. Linebacker covering, cornerback covering, safety covering him, always has the advantage, usually has final answer against anyone who tries to defend him. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 4th down, the Falcons send out Sterling Hoffrichter to punt. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And incomplete on the deep ball. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. And the Falcon
off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that 1st down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hands it off out of the gun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
2
runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. And his throw here is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's good for a Cowboy.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Tyler Boyd, a touchdown catch in the victory. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And it was the visiting Carolina Panthers who were victorious in that one. A 3-touchdown differential in the end, 35-14, the final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
10 yards on the
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now the second down throw on target. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage. Second and 10 now from the 27.
It's second down and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. Down to the 25. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
This is caught, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
For the Falcons.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Elliott. That's good for a Cowboys.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. from the gun. They'll try to run it. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
4 on the carry.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 1st down, Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Cooper again the target, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the 1st. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
2nd and 5.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
The pass.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
That's the end.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
And the ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the.
Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
19.
We saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit, they were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Falcons, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.